Welcome to the at-home version of Ohio Sleep Treatment videos. Today, we're going to talk about how to take care of your device, how to clean it every day, and also how to do that deep cleaning every month, and just making sure you're taking good care of your device and making sure it tastes good and lasts for a nice long time. Welcome to my home. Let's get started. Hey everyone, we made it to the bathroom. Congratulations. Welcome to my bathroom now. Seeing all kinds of parts of my house. Just wanted to go over kind of what we need to get together before we start cleaning. Number one, you want to have your device. I use the SomnoMed device. That's just kind of what was recommended for me. There's no favoritism here. We offer many different devices from many different labs. That's just the one that I happen to use and was recommended for my mouth. I'll also be showing kind of the problem areas for each device. All of them have them. Just kind of areas you want to look out for to make sure there's no extra buildup going on. And then, so that'll be at the end of the video. So I'll be using the SomnoMed during the tutorial, but that doesn't mean, this is the only way to clean all of this is the way you're going to clean all the devices. It's not just for the SomnoMed. Also, you're going to want to have your hand soap ready. Any hand soap is fine. There's no special brand for that. We just are looking for something that's mild that will still clean your device well. We also have these packets of cleaner. Some of you might have gotten the retainer brights. It's all the same thing. All does the same thing. It's just it does not have any sulfa in it for those of you that have that allergy. So we are using these now. Sonic cleaner, toothbrush, and then some scissors if you are, having a hard time opening those packets. I know I do myself, so I'm going to keep those handy for this video. I think that's all we need, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we just woke up and our device is out of our mouth now. We're just going to go over quickly how to clean this each morning. What you're going to want to use is some lukewarm to cool water. We don't want the water to be too hot. These plastics, any of our devices are made out of some sort of plastic, and we don't want to damage or warp that material with water that's too hot. Any temperature really, even if it's sitting in a warm car, that has potential to do that. So you just want to rinse it off, kind of get the residual elements off. Depending on how much you drool, there might be more than others. Rinse that off quick, kind of shake it off. You can also use some soap. So if you want to use some hand soap, I just put a little dab on each tray. You can use a toothbrush. Toothbrushes, are perfectly fine. They're not going to damage the device. It's more so the chemicals that we're worried about. So stuff like toothpaste, mouthwashes, and any mouthwash that has alcohol in it can damage the device. Also, mouthwash, the food coloring can discolor the device, so you don't want to use any mouthwash that has coloring or alcohol in it. So that's kind of why we recommend hand soap. It's something that everybody has, and it's, all versions of it are pretty safe. So you can just take your toothbrush and kind of scrub around top and bottom surfaces, get in the crevices there. Those front teeth are normally kind of the tighter spots. And then also on this particular device, you have those wings that on the back side can get some buildup on them, so you can kind of hit those a little bit too. Just kind of shake off that excess water. And then I always recommend patients that to not completely tightly seal your cases. No matter which device you have, they have pretty airtight cases. So just be careful of that. If you do close it and seal it tightly each day, you might start to develop a mildew smell or taste. You can kind of see the moisture developing in this case already from the lack of air. So you just want to leave it cracked, let that water evaporate out throughout the day. If you are worried about a kid or a dog getting into it, just put it up in a cabinet or up on a shelf where they can't get to it. Other than that, I just kind of leave it sitting there throughout the day, and that's it. Alright, so let's take a look at the deep cleaning with the sonic cleaner. This is something that you can do maybe once a month, kind of as needed. It's not something that's necessary to do every week or every day, but just something that will prevent buildup over time on your device and just keep it in better shape for longer. So just kind of show you this. This is what you'll get. Anybody that has a device from our office will get a sonic cleaner like this. You have your on and off switch on the back here. It's just a little lid here. This is the reservoir, so you can fill the water in here. Same rule for the water. You want to use lukewarm water to cool water. So I'll go ahead and fill this up. Just need enough water for your device to fit in there. And then you're also going to use some sort of cleaning agent. So we started recently using these packets here, giving these out to patients. They're called Fresh Guard by Effordent. This is good for any kind of retainers. You can probably see from the marketing here. This is made to clean plastics, so it's not too abrasive or it shouldn't damage any of those plastics. So something like this. We also were using some retainer bright tablets. This is more of like an effervescent powder. You can also use those effervescent tablets. This one in particular is sulfa-free, so if you do have an allergy like that, you don't need to worry using this product. You can get most of those on Amazon. Amazon actually sells all those different versions of this, the different brands of this cleaning agent. So you can find both this brand and the Retainer Bright on Amazon. Sometimes you can find them at your local pharmacy, but I know that Amazon will always have them. So you can see it's kind of effervescent, bubbly solution now. So we want to put this in the sonic cleaner. Make sure it's nice and snug in there. We're going to add our device. Alright, so we got to place it in here upside down, like it doesn't matter necessarily which direction you place it in there. It's all going to kind of vibrate and move around. So you'll close it. One thing to note too, there is a suction cup on the bottom of this. So if you have it sitting on a counter, like kind of near the edge of the counter, I would try and stick that suction cup down so that it won't affect, it won't be vibrating and bubbling over the counter onto the floor. So you'll just kind of place it on the counter there. Yeah, it feels snug. Turn it on, set your timer. Okay, Google, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay, Google, stop. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. We'll go ahead and shut this off. Let's see, still nice and blue and still a little bit bubbly. So we'll go ahead and rinse this out under the sink with not warm water. I always say if it's too hot for your hands, then it's too hot for the device. Go ahead and rinse out your reservoir too, just kind of get rid of any excess powder or anything in there, or any of the residue that it cleaned off your device. You can rinse your device the same way. If you notice that there's still some buildup or tartar or something that you were trying to get off using the sonic cleaner, you can try scrubbing it again. Now, normally that between the sonic and the cleaning agent, it will loosen up any buildup that you were trying to get off. So you can kind of take a toothbrush to continue to do that, and if so, you can kind of rinse it again. I would suggest while you're doing this, while you're doing the cleaning on the deep cleaning, so to speak, on your device, just go ahead and clean out your case as well. Just kind of leaving your device in there to air dry each day. can result in some goop at the bottom of the case there. So just use some warm water, a little bit of hand soap. Just let that shake the excess water off there and let it air dry. And again, you don't want to seal it too tight. Just prevent that moisture from sticking around too much, especially after you just cleaned it. You'll probably find you have a little bit more water in there than normal. You can use a towel to dry that off. Alright, so as promised, this last section we're just going to kind of go over the other devices and give you the areas to look out for when you're cleaning. Just the areas that tend to have buildup where it's just kind of tight spots, or where you have tartar buildup commonly. So the first one I'll do is the SomnoMed. This is the SomnoMed Avant. This device is all plastic, so it's fairly easy to keep clean. One thing I would recommend when you're cleaning this is to take the strap off. So if you have this device, you're probably familiar with this, but what you do is you'll move the top tray around, pinch it off there, and then you'll pop off the hinges on each side. You know, generally any place that has little space in it is going to be where you'll find that buildup, and where this hinge and the strap kind of hang around. That's where you'll have some buildup, along with the section on the top tray where the strap clips in. You can see it right there. That's another tight space, so you want to take that strap off and use a brush there to clean that area on that device. So next I'll do the other SomnoMed devices. They're pretty similar. That's the SomnoMed Air and the SomnoMed Herbst. And I say they're similar because they have similar problem areas. They work a little differently, but their advancement mechanism is kind of similar. So I'll show you that here. You can see here there's a little ruler with a screw there, and that's kind of the advancement mechanism. That's how you would move your jaw forward. That's where we see a lot of buildup, just because it's kind of in the back of your mouth, but then it's also very tight spaces. So you want to make sure you're cleaning where that screw is on the back, and then also this long screw. And you'll notice it even if you are cleaning it every day. You'll probably notice some buildup there when you do the sonic cleaner and when you make your advancements forward. Same is true for the Air. This is the same idea as where that little bolt is. Some tartar buildup can occur there, and this is on the Air. Last but not least, we have the dreamTAP. This device is made by a lot of different labs, but the model is called dreamTAP. And again, you know, we're basically looking at the areas that are tight and that have small spaces. So this is what we're looking at here for this device. Is you're going to have buildup occur where that adjustment mechanism is, where that screw is. So just take your brush to that when you're cleaning, so that buildup doesn't occur there. They all stay very clean if you're taking care of them correctly. So, you know, make sure you're cleaning them every day, rinsing them, using hand soap, letting them air dry, and they shouldn't give you any issue. These devices should last you 5 years. You know, that's not only when insurance will pay for new ones, but that's normally when the device warranty wears out as well. So you want to make sure you're taking care of your investment and continuing to get a good night's sleep. Hope this video helps. If you do have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below or down there. Our phone number is 614-396-8286. That's where you can reach us to call the office. And then if you wanted to email us, our email is info@sleeptreatmentoh.com. Have a good night.